What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about how to have quality girls naturally coming to you within 30 days using natural attraction without chasing her or using a lame pickup line on the dating apps. Ew, right? And doing this, you want to send one more pickup line ever again, hoping that it sticks, or really having to sacrifice your self-respect and masculinity to get the girl with like flowers and that sort of thing. And we'll have girls naturally chasing you. Quality girls, we might add, not just any girl. And probably the occasional guy as well, because you're just so approachable and magnetic. And that's the thing with this stuff, is that as you apply this stuff and as you become more magnetic and very charismatic, you're gonna have really just a lot of people coming towards you, right, at once. And sometimes you will get the occasional guy who might want a piece of that. So just be aware of that and just, fend them off and redirect them elsewhere, because we are focused only on the quality girls here. And so, I'm Selna Kim, if you don't know me, America's face of dating, and I have 1 million followers online. I was dead broke, and I sucked with women. I just wanted to get good with girls after I saw my parents go through a really bad divorce, and it took me a long time to really build up this skill on my own. And so I was bullied a lot when I was younger. It drained my confidence, and it took me so long to really build that up to the point where I was like just figuring out exactly what I need to be able to get the girl of my dreams. And as you can see that we've won her, right? This is my girlfriend, Brittany, and that was when we were in Mexico swimming with dolphins. That's me and her swimming with that dolphin right there. His name was Gandalf, and he was the alpha male of the pool. How ironic, right? That's a little highlight of me, I guess you could say. But who is this for, right? Who is this training for? Well, this is for the guys who have a great career already, right? You're already making money, you're already in a career, you're already actually doing pretty well with your life. You have money in the bank to where they can focus on learning this stuff without wondering if they'll ever, or if they'll have a car next month or not, right? Because they can't make the payments for it. They probably have a cool life already, but they're just missing that one piece, right? That one last missing piece typically is a really great quality relationship. It's for the guys that are coachable, they are serious, and they really want to perfect their dating life and start bringing in quality, right? Like, this is not for the guys that just want to mess around, or it's not for the guys that they're just wondering like, oh, you know what, I just want to see what you offer. That's not for you, right? If you don't know what I offer, go to my YouTube channel, watch all my stuff, learn about what I do, right? Don't waste our time here. This is not for the guys who they're looking for a quick and easy fix, right? They're looking for a quick and easy fix. Probably in school and aren't making any money. Why would you be focused on girls when you're not making money? Dating when you're rich, or at least when you have substantial income, or at least even just okay income, is so much better than dating when you're broke, right? I tell some guys that DM me sometimes, I'm like, go get a car wash, right? For your car, go pick her up, make sure your car's clean. Like, your car is a direct reflection of you. And they're like, go get a car wash? Like, I have to pay for that? I'm just like, are you serious, dude? If you're at the point in your life where you have to worry about paying for a car wash, exit off this video. You should not be watching this, right? Don't even watch this video. Because if you can't even get a car wash, or you're bitching about a car wash, that cheapness repulses women, guys. Like, it's absolutely absurd how much cheapness will repulse a woman. Guys that literally have no job, they aren't making money, should not be focusing on girls. Like I just said, you should not be focusing on girls. Women should not become your career and your income and your purpose. No. Go buy someone else's course about Tinder or whatever, right? Go buy someone else's course. This is not for you. This is not a quick and easy fix. This is, guys, for hardworking men that are really serious about bringing in quality to their lives. If that's not you, then go buy someone else's course. Go buy a Tinder course. Go buy whatever. Ew, dating apps. But if you want to be the guy that your friend's jaws hit the table by how you talk to girls and the types of girls that you get, this is for you, right? And the guy who wants quality and potentially even a family one day, this is for you. And listen, it's not your fault, right? I know a lot of you guys are skeptical of dating courses or dating coaches or whatever else online. It's not your fault, right? You've been misled. You've been misled to believe that dating apps are going to be your way out. I get it. They're like, you know what? Dating apps are going to be your way out. I'll tell you guys this right now. It's not about what it is, right? It's not about going to the club. It's not about the dating app. It's about how you approach it. That's what makes the difference, okay? You've been misled that pickup lines and flowers and tricks and gimmicks and pheromones and all that junk, that's how you're gonna get the girl, right? Like, I saw this one TikTok the other day where this girl was just like, if you have this cucumber scent, then girls are just naturally just gonna be like, oh my God, like that guy smells like a cucumber. Like I have to be with that guy. Do you actually believe that's gonna work? Like, if you believe that's gonna work, man, I got a bridge in San Francisco for very cheap that I wanna sell you, man. If you believe that a cucumber scent's gonna work, man, it's absolutely just stupid. So you might have dug deep into these pickup books and courses and they just don't work, right? Pickup lines don't work. Pickup courses don't work. Now I'm gonna explain why that is, but it misses that authenticity aspect to this stuff. And instead of remembering a trick or line, you can just naturally flow and relax and let these girls come to you. That's gonna be the benefit of learning this stuff, letting girls come to you so you're not working so hard to get the girl, right? And especially these red pill guys who make you believe that women have changed, women are different nowadays, that this is all the fault of the girl, right? All girls are just hoes is what they say. All of them are hoes is what they say. Don't listen to those guys. And you need big muscles and 100 grand in the bank and every girl's gonna want you from that point forward. And it made you bitter towards girls, but it still doesn't get you results at the end of the day, right? So what we're gonna be talking about today, we're gonna be revealing back, we're gonna be pulling back the curtain of my program, actually what actually gets results, right? A lot of these red pill guys come to me. A lot of these other guys come to me, right? Dating app gurus and pickup artists and all that stuff. And they wanna learn from me because they're like, how are you getting guys great results? And I'm like, because we're not doing the BS that all you guys are doing. We're actually doing what works. Authentic, genuine, masculine. That's what it is. And this is kind of just like a quick like zoom out of what it looks like right here is that I drew this up actually literally like not too long ago. I'm drawing it up for the guys in my program because I want to paint a picture of what it actually looks like here. So you have interest and then you have time, right? And so at first, a lot of the times your interest in the girl, when you lay eyes on her, you're just like, wow, she looks really good, right? She's really sexy. I get it. We're guys, right? I'm a man. My girlfriend, when I saw her, I was like, wow, that ass looks really good, man. I get it. Of course, I don't tell her that, though. You know, we'll keep that between us. But I'm a man, right? I get it. You're a man, too. Any man that's like, I'm just looking for personality right off the bat. I'm like, you are a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire, right? Every man looks at looks first. So every man's interest is always, pretty much always going to be higher than the woman's at first. And her interest starts, I wouldn't, like, that looks pretty low. Like, it's never really that low, right? It's usually somewhere in the middle where she's like, you know what, he's cute. Like, I'd probably have to talk to him. I'd probably have to get to know him. But she starts somewhere in the middle right there. And she's going to start pretty much a lot of the time below you. And then you have the opener and like officially meeting the girl, right? Like a drive-through at a restaurant or like a waitress at your, like your dinner event that you're at with your friend, or let's say, or like, you know, like a friend's friend. You know, you really can meet anyone anywhere. And her interest as you do this stuff, it's either going to go completely down, right? And just completely down. But if you do it right, your interest, like you're going to be putting in like more effort a little bit at first, right? A little bit at first. And then slowly over time, her interest is going to peak as you do the right things and you say the right things. And what it's going to cause, it's what in the middle here, that's called the hook point. That's a hook. That's not a question mark, by the way. It's a hook. Someone was like, what's that question mark in the middle? It's a hook, right? The hook point is where you hook her in to the point where she's like, this guy's actually really interesting and actually pretty attractive and I want to get to know him more. And she actually starts chasing you, right? The moment she starts chasing you is right here at the hook point. And you'll know when the hook point comes in because she's gonna start asking you a bunch of questions, laughing at everything you say, all these different sides of interest playing with her hair, right? But I drew two tanks up here for attraction and rapport because attraction and rapport are two things that you need in order to get the hook point and do the hook point successfully and lead her all the way successfully to the close, which is here on the right side. But if you're missing one of these, a lot of you guys that I talk to, you're really good at filling this rapport tank, right? You're really good at asking questions. You're really good at having that deep conversation. But when you put that first, and especially ahead of attraction right here, and you don't do any attraction, then you're never gonna reach that initial hook point and she's just gonna view you as a nice guy. However, on the flip side, if you do too much attraction without any rapport, then she views you as the mean guy. And so you have to have this perfect balance. And I get that a lot from you guys of having this perfect, like I'm the perfect balance of like, you're not like so psycho that the red pill guys, like the toxic masculinity, but you say some truths, right? But you also build that connection. And that's what like creates that perfect balance, that authenticity balance. It just makes you literally like the perfect man for the girl, any girl that you talk to. That's why it's going to work. And the rapport is connection, bonding. Closing is getting the date, even getting into a relationship. the number, or just getting like a simple kiss that night, right? The simple close. But you have to do all these things to have a successful close, get that number, and potentially even get the first date, second date, and scale that all the way up to the relationship, which we're gonna be talking about here. And this is one of my clients, Blake, who did this very successfully. He joined my program, never had a relationship ever before, never been in a relationship. Really cool dude, right? Had a great job. Looks pretty good, right? I wouldn't say he looked bad. Like if you look at him right now, it looks pretty good, right? And he just was missing that last piece of just getting a girl. And after he applied this stuff, as you can see, he said, I officially have a girlfriend after a month and a half of seeing her. Exactly perfect. It's gonna take about 6 to 8 weeks for you to actually get her to really fall in love with you for a normal, healthy girl. But this is his first relationship ever. And Blake was worried about joining Arrows. That's my program, Arrows, by the way, that it was a scam, right? And that it was going to be a course where it had pickup lines in it. I literally just got off a call with a guy who's working out some sort of credit to get in my program, or like it's not even credit, he has the money, it's just his bank like won't push it through. Like it keeps saying like the bank like will not let it come through for whatever reason. So he's actually on the phone with the bank like right now as I'm recording this. And he was like, dude, like I really want to do your program, but I'm just worried because I did a program in the past and it was absolutely terrible. And I was like, well, what was the program? And he was like Tinder hacks or something like that. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, don't ever say that again, please. Like I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Just thinking about it. Dating apps suck. You're never gonna find your wife on there, right? You're never gonna find quality girls on there. And they already start in the favor of the woman, where it's like the woman already starts like looking down on you because there's so many guys chasing her, and it already just makes you look so bad, dude. Tinder is the clearance rack for human beings. I was like, no fucking wonder it didn't work, dude. And I was like, dude, this is gonna work. Trust me. I was like, we're not gonna do any dating app stuff here. And you probably think that it sounds crazy, like, and I get it, dude. That I literally went from depressed teenager years ago who was broke and getting rejected to winning my dream girl, even running my own company, right? And some of this stuff, like, it might piss you guys off. Because like if you look at Blake, you're just like, some of you guys, I hear you guys constantly are just like, dude, I see the results that you get on, you know, like when I post my Instagram stories. By the way, if you guys aren't following me, follow me on Instagram. You're gonna see all these results from Slack. I'll show you the channel later, but you're gonna see all these results and you're probably gonna get bored of it and sick of it. But a lot of you guys are like, dude, like I look better than like half the guys that you post about. And I'm like, it's all opinionated, right? But if you feel like you look better than these guys and you still can't get girls, I would be pissed off because Blake literally just applied this stuff, got his first relationship ever, right? And I get that it sounds crazy, but like trust me, like this stuff really works, and you just have to trust my process with this stuff. But you can actually do it. Like I promise you guys can do it. You got to trust my process, even if you might not think so. But let me show you how. Let's continue. So the first thing that you guys need is confidence. Right? And I know before you guys are like, oh my gosh, dude, not another one. Like I'm about to hang up, dude. I'm about to exit off this video right now. Just hear me out, okay? All these guys, all these other gurus, right? The dating gurus and the dating app gurus, they tell you like, you just need confidence, right? You just need confidence, but they don't tell you how to actually do it. And so let me shatter your belief right now, because I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it, right? Exactly how to actually do confidence, how to be genuine confidence and really have that raw confidence that makes a really sexy woman, a feminine woman, chase you like crazy. This is how you do it, okay? So, as you can see Weston right here, it's gonna be a little story here, so just be patient with me. But Weston Moody, he said, before I joined this program, I was only getting 6s and really 7s. I could never get through a 10's tests. I either lacked confidence or I couldn't think of what to say in the moment. How many of you guys are like, dude, that's exactly me? Right? After watching the training, the number one thing I needed to change was my interpretation. That's the key right there, is interpretation always equals your confidence. It was an immediate game changer. It made everything so easy. Just always assuming they're hitting on me, slept with the hottest girl I've ever been with this weekend, a college cheerleader. Apparently that was the picture he sent of the college cheerleader in there. But Weston was a cool dude. Like, me and him are actually gonna do a video testimonial here soon, but he ran his own roofing company. Like, he was a good-looking country dude from Oklahoma, and he literally couldn't get 6, like he could barely get 6s and 7s, and he was on the edge of joining my program. He was like, I don't know, man, like, and he was going back and forth, and I was like, trust me, bro. I was like, if the first module doesn't blow your mind, I was like, I'll literally just give you your money back. And I never like do that, but I was like, I knew he was gonna crush it. Got in, it absolutely blew his mind. He's like, interpretation, dude. Just crushed it. And like, the good thing about this is like, look at what he's doing. Like, literally being able to attract girls anywhere you go. So you don't have to be 32 years old downloading Tinder, right? Like being able to naturally attract any type of girl wherever you go. That's the power of this stuff. Like, that's the benefit of this stuff right here. And like, he was even worried, man. He was worried about getting dating advice because he was like, are my friends gonna judge me? Like, is it confident? Is it masculine to do this? And like, the truth is, it's like, would you rather be liked or would you rather be successful? That's a question you have to ask yourself. And so if you're sitting there worried, like, I don't know if I want to do a program because it's not really like masculine and stuff like that, you're worried about being liked, which means you're never going to be successful, dude. If you keep worrying about what your friends and people think about you if you're getting a dating app. The truth is 97% of men around the world struggle with this stuff, right? That's the truth right there. And so the men that are at the top 1%, they take action, they know their weaknesses, and they go work on it, and nothing stops them from getting there, right? Like, nothing stops them. That was me too. I was like, you know what? You guys can laugh at me, but my bitch is hotter than yours. You know, my bank account's fatter than yours now. So it's like, because that's the mindset that's going to take you to the next level, is the mindset is, you know what? I don't care what they think. I want to be successful. And like I said, there's only two choices in life, being liked or being successful. You can't really have both, because when you're successful, there's always gonna be someone that hates on you, right? You see it every day on my posts, but it makes people genuinely love you at the same time too. But what's the key to confidence, right? What's the key to confidence? And it's your interpretation, right? What he said here, it's your interpretation. Assuming that she's always hitting on you, right? Assuming that she's always hitting on you. Let's say that a girl asks you, I'll give you guys an example of what this looks like so you can actually master confidence right here, right now, right? Let's say a girl asks you, do you have a girlfriend? What would a non-confident man answer to that, right? He'd probably be like, oh no, like I'm just exploring and having a lot of fun. Like, but a confident man, this is the key right here, is all interpretation. A confident man is going to interpret, why is she asking me that question? Right? Why would she be inquiring about my love life? Out of anything she could ask, anything, right? She could ask about what the color of my cabinets are, but she wants to ask about my love life and where my girlfriend is. What does that mean? What does that mean? And the confident man always interprets that it means that she likes him, right? She's asking me about my girlfriend because she obviously wants to be my girlfriend, right? And so that's always how you answer right there. You're just like, why? Are you trying to ask me on a date right now? You trying to marry me right now? Like, you need to slow down, babe. Like, you're moving way too fast here. That's how confident people interpret that. Boom, just drop the bomb. Everyone out there talking about just be confident. They don't know. And so this is probably you currently right here, right? This is another graph that I drew up today. But you have like basically just like the starts where I started, ghosted, rejected, probably chasing a girl for multiple years on end. Had one girl, but they blew it. Dating apps. Nervous to approach, right? And some of you guys are probably right here right now. You can get numbers, right? You can get numbers and you can get a date every like 30 or 90 days. And it's kind of like, it's not really consistent, right? Like your confidence comes and goes in waves and you're still partially on dating apps or like considering getting on dating apps. And you've had like maybe multiple relationships. You had a couple like over the past couple of years or even like marriage in the past, right? And you have girls coming to you a lot of the time now, but you can't really sustain. Maybe you look good and girls come to you, but you still can't really build that attraction and you're kind of getting stuck still right here where it's like you just get lucky. And like the difference that's going to take you from this green circle to the like basically ascending to this like golden orange like diamond right here is literally your interpretation. And a couple other things we're going to talk about, but majority is your interpretation right there. But the gold diamond right here is where it's like you can attract quality girls effortlessly, right? Girls are double texting you. If there's other guys, they fade away fast, right? If there's other competition of guys. Had a guy that joined my program the other day. He didn't join at first, right? He was like, you know what? I don't know. And like he started giving excuses and I was like, dude, don't be that guy, man, that comes back after something happens and you're like, bro, I made a mistake. 4 days later it goes by. And he was like, I got this in the bag, man. Like this girl's totally into me. And I was like, bro, all right, man, like, you do you, boo-boo. And so he goes and does him. 4 days later comes back and he's like, hey man, I saw her at the bar with another girl. And I was like, hey man, I'm sorry to hear. You ready to do the program? He was like, yeah, got him in, like literally 5 seconds later. So if there's other guys, like other competition, they're not gonna be competition anymore. Quality girlfriend, right? Quality girlfriend, even a wife at this point. Going on 1 date per week, talking to multiple girls. Very consistent and predictable process. She's asking you after day 2. That's where you guys want to be right there versus where you currently are, where it's kind of like, it's like lucky and you're doing okay, but you're still not even close to where you want to be, and it's very, very inconsistent and it's very annoying. But the second thing that's gonna really ascend you to that golden diamond is competence, knowing what to say. Knowing what to say. I hear constantly, Camilo even told me this, he said, time will change this. It took Camilo, I think, like a year to finally join the program. He kept saying, he's in my DMs, he's like, bro, time will change this. Time will definitely change this, man. Like, I just gotta wait on it. Maybe one day I'll join the program. Finally something happened, time didn't change this. He got in the program, look, boom. Literally about a week or 2 in, starts talking to his dream girl, gets into a relationship. Like, it's literally that easy. Once you really flip that interpretation and you actually show raw confidence, that's how easy it is, right? And what is like the key to competence and actually always knowing what to say is masculine versus feminine natural attraction, right? Interpretation always equals your response. Remember when we go back to the example where the girl asked you, do you have a girlfriend, right? Your interpretation about yourself will always equal your response, right? So when she's like, do you have a girlfriend? And you interpret, oh, she's asking me this because she's asking me out on a date. Your response is gonna literally be that. Are you asking me on a date? Once we flip that with Camilo, everything changed. And you gotta remember that masculine men always go for what they want. They always start off strong, right? So if you're talking to a girl and you find out that she's recently single, you're just like, you look at her and you're just like, oh, you're recently single? Like, can I buy you a drink? Oh my goodness, we gotta fix that, don't we? You're literally displaying that you are interested in her and flirting with her without directly telling her like most guys are, where they're just like, you're so beautiful, I love you, will you please go out with me? Never works. Never works, man. They tell you to do this stuff on dating apps and these red pill guys, man. They tell you to do this and these blue pill people. They're telling you guys to do all this junk and it just doesn't work. It just makes you lose self-respect for yourself versus actually taking action and doing what you need to fix this stuff. And the third thing is closing. Like, you guys have to know how to close, right? Have to know how to close. Like, this is Danny on the left. This is Renee on the right. They're both in really great relationships now. And Renee, I remember when he first joined the program, he was like, all girls are the same. There are no good girls anymore because he had a really toxic ex-girlfriend. And I was like, bro, you know that that's not true. Girls are still great nowadays. Girls haven't changed. They're still the same. They still go after the confident alpha male with status. Right? They go after the man with value. Girls haven't changed at all. Social media and things have changed things where it makes you see this stuff way more live and way more. But girls haven't changed to a fundamental level. And once you get that and you understand that process, nothing's gonna stop you, man, from getting at least 2 to 3 dates per week and getting especially a quality girlfriend. And the biggest key to the closing is great game at the start, right? They say with ads, they say the great thing with ads, when you run an ad, like let's say for a business, great ads, what makes an ad great is great organic content, right? So what makes a close great is just an amazing start, right? An amazing start in your ability just to carry that and grow that, because it's just gonna make it so much easier to go for the close, so much easier to go for the close and go for the kiss or go for the relationship or, get her on a date when you've already separated yourself from every other guy out there who is simping for her and chasing her and acting like a woman, right? Being like, you're so beautiful, versus the guy that just directly goes right for it. And one key to this is that more investment on her end equals her asking you out. You're gonna get to a point around date 2 where if you're not getting to date 2 at the latest and she's not asking you out, like, you're not doing a great job of, obviously filling up the 2 tanks, attraction, rapport. You're not doing a great job of that. So you have a consistent, predictable process right here where you know exactly what to do. Attraction, fill that attraction tank, fill that rapport tank, always gonna equal the close. Always. It's that's huge for you guys. And so again, these are the 2 paths right here, right? Like, and let me break down my program too, but obviously this is probably you, or like you're around the red or the green right here, where it's like you might have gotten a date, where you can kind of get dates over like 30 to 90 days, but you're still partially on the dating apps. And what's gonna really ascend you to this is all these things combined, and really filling up that attraction tank and that rapport tank, and obviously taking action, dude, and stop and get off the dating apps. Dating apps are not gonna ascend you to that golden diamond. But you know, if you guys really want to learn more about this, like book a call using the link in the description below, or there should be like a book call button, I believe, below this video. Book in a call, bring your credit card and talk to me, and let's get you onboarded in my program. Like, I don't want to waste my time. You guys don't want to waste your time. And especially if you guys think that your time is just going to fix this, time is not going to fix this. Like, you guys have to take action on this stuff. You guys really have to take this seriously. And so let me show you guys, for the guys that are serious, like, let me show you like what my program actually looks like here. This is, I condensed it a little bit, right, to fit it in the screen recording here, but these are the videos right here. You have the confidence module, right? There's me and my girlfriend up there, and then you have the introductions, right? Introductions right here, you go through it, what areas consists of. We actually just changed it to a year-long membership actually, but you have the confidence reboot module, and I whiteboard all these stuff out, and like you can go, there's multiple videos in this module right here, but building your interpretation muscle is one of the biggest ones that we do. Like, this is one of the best things for you guys, and this is one that's gonna take your game to the absolute next level. And of course, we teach you how to fill those two tanks, right? What is competence? Your ability to get the job done. Passing her test, that's what's gonna fill that attraction tank to its peak. Like, it's so easy when you can pass these tests and actually know how to talk to girls. It's gonna make it so effortless, man. It's gonna be easy. And then building that rapport is also in that module as well, that deadly attraction module. And then finally closing, a lot of you guys are like, dude, like, do you have any texting trainings and all that? Yeah, we got plenty of that. But knowing how to actually go for the close and then fill those two things over text, attraction and rapport, is just gonna make her crazy obsessed with you. She's gonna fall in love with you and want you. And of course, like, a bunch of bonuses, because a lot of you guys wanted me to pull back the curtain and show my program. And we also have my Slack channel here. So this is the wins channel. Let's just go through some of the wins. So Ethan got a date, said she wanted to see me today and Thursday, so she's demanding more of his time. Paul, literally setting a date right here. Let's just scroll through it. Afros. A girl came like back randomly when he started displaying more masculine traits. That's what happened, right? AJ's been absolutely crushing it, like setting dates like crazy. Sam, date lined up for Tuesday. So all these dates are just flying in right now. Like, this is what it looks like, right? So with the general tab, like, this is where you guys can ask questions and really get like solid advice from us. And obviously down here is where we can talk one-to-one and really set up one-to-one calls. And there's a group call every Friday as well. So that's pulling back the curtain really just on my program alone. And it's really just like a simple process of like, you have to know exactly if this is like where you're at currently. The one thing that's gonna take you and ascend you to this level is knowing and having that confidence and that interpretation. And really there's two paths that you can take now, right? Like, path one, you can continue going down the dating app, red pill nonsense route and continue getting like lucky every 90 or maybe once a year. Or you can actually have a predictable and scalable process where it's like you actually know how to fill up each tank and how to get to the close. And I want you guys, at least like every other girl that you talk to, you have a super high chance of getting her in a relationship or getting her on a date. And yeah, time is not gonna fix this, guys. You guys have to take action. And so book that call. If you guys are serious about this, book that call using the link below in the description box or just the button. Hop on a call with me. Let's get you going in my program. Let's change this. Like, it's about time, right? Dating apps are not gonna change this. Like, you guys have to take this seriously. And so if you guys are really actually tired of dealing with just such an inconsistent process and you guys actually wanna take this seriously and get a quality girl, book in that call. Bring your credit card. Please don't waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time. Let's get on a call and let's get you guys going in my program. And so, I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I will see you guys in the next video.